habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
32-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Arizona.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Now Murray off play action. They got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Max Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, Corey Clement, his first carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Gain of 7.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give...
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move them.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was brought down.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Rashard Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing. Braden Mann in punt formation for the Jets.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Cardinals take
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray caught left side Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
16 yards, a 1st down. Play fake. Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Barkley on the carry. He was brought down by Bradley.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Saquon Barkley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
13 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Off play action. Murray sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. Off the play fake. Murray flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Murray to air it out again. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
On 2nd down, Barkley. So we come upon him. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Clement. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Sam Darnold sacked.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Play action. Murray escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Clement, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week, he rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Clement, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Clement, the ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Once again, it's Clement. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Clement. That's good for a Jet.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st and 10.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot. One of the niftier receivers in the league.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Darnold's pass.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Mike, check, 59.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Darnold completes it. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Chris Herndon.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. 65.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Just like that. Just like that. Watch out.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Steps away to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And New York set to take the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now it's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw is Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Good track.
Darnold to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
For Jamison Crowder.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Single. Watch 89. Tight right. Mike.
On 4th down, Darnold. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And 2 at the 42-yard line.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing.
Murray on the keeper.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Arizona.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Max Williams.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Arizona.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form.